How's things going lately?
Pretty good. It's been hectic, but I'm managing it somehow.
Good to hear that's the case. I'm sure it's not easy, but I know you're doing a good job.
That's easy for you to say. But yeah, thanks for trying to encourage me. If anything, though, I think you have it harder than me, don't you?
What do you mean?
It's not easy to go around and clean such a big building, right?
I'm not doing it by myself. We have a whole team that's very supportive.
That's good to hear.
I was surprised to see the old lady that's been working here when I used to work here still around.
Oh, right. She's such a sweetheart, isn't she? I'm surprised she's been around for that long.
You have a lot of things to learn from her. Technically, she's been around longer than you have.
I will keep that in mind.
Anyway, my break's over.
All right. Keep up the good work.
You won't believe it is actually happening.
What? What's happening?
I finally got a job.
Awesome.
It's not as well known as the other big tech companies out there, but it's something. All that hard work has finally paid off.
Congrats, man. Life finally turns for the better for someone at least.
Still no luck on your end, huh?
Nah, I thought that we were guaranteed a job once we graduated from college.
That's what boomers made us to believe. They didn't talk about the part where they'll change things so it only benefits them.
What can you do?
I'm sure you'll find a job soon.
Well, I really would rather not mooch off everyone around me pretty soon.
Things will look up.
Yeah. On that note, want to take me out for a drink to celebrate?
I'm sure people take the guy who got the new job out to congratulate.
Well, I would, but I can't exactly buy you anything right now.
Yeah, no need to tell me twice. All right, meet you in a few hours.
Got it. Let's see if we can score some babes as well.
Just don't order something ridiculous just because you aren't paying.
Gotcha.
So, have you gotten used to work?
I think I'm getting used to it. But it's kind of hard to tell whether I'm doing a good job or not. And it kind of worries me.
I'm sure you're doing a good job.
Well, it's hard to tell when everyone says that I am. Not a single complaint, but I don't know if I can take that at face value.
Well, the company stocks haven't drastically fallen or anything, which shows that you're doing well.
Is that really how this works? But okay, I'll take your word for it. How about you, though? You haven't sprained your back or anything, right?
You don't have to worry about me. I'm not hurt anywhere or anything.
That's good.
Weirdly enough, I think I'm getting more exercise from this job than I ever have.
That sure is one way of looking at it. I'm sure you need it, too.
Yeah. Kind of makes me think that maybe I should have worked out more when I was younger.
Don't say that. You're not that old.
I'm certainly not getting any younger.
You're not drinking or anything, are you?
No, I've never touched the stuff.
Quite admirable, really. Considering how many people actually admit they started drinking before the legal age.
Funny you mentioned that. I think those kinds of people are the ones who actually end up becoming alcoholics, rather than those that started as an adult.
Right. You're not smoking either, right?
Yep, never touched that either.
Very rare in the family, isn't it?
Right. Your parents both smoke, don't they?
Yeah. It was such a pain growing up. Especially since someone would think I'm a smoker. I was so glad when I moved out.
That's what made you move out so early?
It wasn't easy, that's for sure. I really can't thank you enough for finding me a place to stay in.
I would rather not have you live with some bunch of strangers. You did have a part-time job, but it clearly wasn't paying enough to cover rent these days. Plus, I'm sure you would appreciate some privacy.
Yeah, it was really great. And I can't thank you enough.
You already have when you surprised me by paying me back.
But I wanted to. Some people will say I'm so privileged having someone pay the whole rent for me. I didn't want to be seen as that one spoiled child in the family.
You sure worked hard to get where you are today, so I don't see how they could say that about you.
You'll be surprised.
As much as I want to comment about that more, I have to go now.
Yes. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or anything.
I will. Hey, you won't believe this.
What?
There's a total babe at my work.
For real?
Uh-huh. I've been trying to hint that I'm interested in her, but she only talks about work with me.
Oh, such a shame. Though, you sure you want to keep that up?
What do you mean?
You're lucky she hasn't reported you to HR or anything.
Oh, bro. That stuff only happens in movies and stuff.
I don't know. One day she might find you annoying and report you for sexual harassment or something. And boom, your life is over.
That can't be.
That's why I prefer to pick up the dumb girls at the bar.
Yeah, and you wonder why you can't score a chick.
Says you.
In any case, I'm gonna keep trying to drop some hints. I'm sure she'll notice soon.
Just don't come to me crying. Hey, you got off work now, right? Want to go for a drink?
Do you even have to ask?
Drinks on you, then? You're the one who at least gets a paycheck.
Dang. Straight to the point, huh?
It wouldn't hurt to ask, right? I'm still a bum here.
Yeah, I know. It'll be on me as usual.
Nice. It'll be more than just us two.
Hold on. I didn't say I'll be paying for a whole party.
Oh, come on, man. I ran into a cute girl on my way. She said she'll get her friend to come as well to pair her up with you.
You should have said that's the case.
Now you're talking. It didn't go so well the other day, but this time I have the perfect plan.
Sure, I can't wait to see how that unfolds.
Don't be like that, man. I can score a chick if I want to. I wasn't serious the last time, that's all.
Right.
Anyways, I'll be waiting. See you in a bit. Man, why can't my life go as planned?
What's this now?
Remember how we met that guy the other day at the bar? He promised me a job, but never got back to me.
Well, you can't exactly take what people say when they're drunk.
Still though, thought we had a good time together. Well, back to being a bum, I guess.
How about that girl that you met up with that day? Any news on that front?
Can you not rub it in?
She ghosting you or something?
Nah, she was straight to the point and she told me it wouldn't work. Looking for a man that brings 6 figures each month.
I thought that you were good at coming up with lies to cover up those kinds of things.
Well, what can I say? Bluffing only gets you so far, I guess.
Anyways, I need to get back to work, my man. I'll have to text you later. Did I see that right? I must have, right? Because what you just did is what creeps would do. Who is this and how did you get my number? I'm Mark, the prominent new recruit that's been working here for a few months. Right. So what's this about exactly? Clearly, you don't seem to care about the people that work at your workplace. Don't you know I'm one of the most important new recruits that came in this year? Sure, can you get to the point? You are so old already that you don't even know how to recognize an important figure within the company. But whatever. Just what the heck were you doing earlier? Just cleaning, as usual? No. You were talking to one of the girls working here. She looks young enough to be your daughter if you were ever to have one. Why talk to someone like that in the middle of your work? Are you trying to get fired for sexual harassment or something? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Is simply talking to someone considered harassment? Could you be any more dense? Why aren't you focusing on your job? You're the janitor. You're not being paid to talk to us while you clean. I'm not sure why you're so obsessed with this, but I'll explain what happened if that helps. I was just doing my routine, but the girl that you saw came up to me. She came to thank me for the job that I was doing. She mentioned how her mother also works as a maid. So she really appreciated those that work in this field. I simply stopped working for a moment to thank her back for being so nice. Then I returned to my duties immediately. Bro! Ah. With an imagination like that, you could have become the next award-winning author. Yet here you are, just a janitor. What happened? I'm sure you could have written the next Harry Potter or something. What are you trying to get at here? Is it so wrong that I responded to someone's kindness by simply being polite? I mean, sure, there's nothing wrong with that. If you weren't putting on a creepy smile talking to a girl that's probably half your age. Society isn't fond of those kinds of people. Why not put on a mask while you work? Ever since the pandemic, that became the norm, didn't it? You'll be doing a lot of people a favor. No one would have to look at your creepy face while working. My boss said that we don't need to put them on anymore. So I'm just complying with what I've been told. Man, seriously. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall here. Seriously, just look at you, man. Old man who never became anything and has to scrub the floors for a living. There's nothing wrong with that. It's honest work. Yeah, right. Look at me. I have a job already, while you have wasted your life being a cleaner. I still have work to do, so I'm just gonna stop responding. Aren't you also supposed to be working right now? Maybe you should go back to getting some work done. Oh, please. Who are you to tell me something like that? I'll have you know that I'm on a break. And it's probably longer than yours since I work an actual job that comes with all the employee benefits and such. What do you say to that? Hello? Can you believe this guy? There is a total creep at my work. But no one seems bothered by it.
Huh? What's this all of a sudden? What's this about a creep?
This janitor guy that works at my place. He's totally getting on my nerves. But no one else seems to be bothered by him.
Huh? What did he do?
He's like talking to the girls here while he's supposed to just be cleaning.
Talking to them as in like hitting on them?
Totally. When he looks like he's old enough to be their dad or something.
Bro, that is just creepy.
That's what I'm saying.
Talk to HR or something, I don't know.
Nah, this isn't a matter for them to handle. I just don't want to see this guy talking to someone I'm aiming for, that's all.
Oh, dang.
But yeah, I'll figure something out.
No wonder you were wussing out when we were out drinking. You could have told me you had a chicken mind.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
Oh, right, sorry. Just let me know how things go with her. And hopefully that janitor guy learns to back off.
Don't you get bored? Like, seriously. Cleaning this place every day must be so boring.
Not really. I wouldn't be doing it if I found it to be unbearable.
Oh, so at least you're not a mindless zombie. But seriously though, you could have earned a lot more if you were doing anything but being a janitor.
I'm not sure why you're taking such an interest in me.
Well, I wouldn't even be talking if you weren't going around harassing people.
I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, okay. You keep saying that. But honestly, some of the guys here aren't so fond of you. Really now. They've been around much longer than you have. But none of them went out of their way to find my number and text me. And certainly did not bother me. They're just too nice, that's all. People like you need to be told your place in the world. Now stop bothering the actual important people that work for the company. Seriously, you're a waste of resources. And guess what? Soon, janitors won't be a thing anymore. I'm sure we'll get the cleaner robot 3000 or something taking your job. At least the robots will know not to harass people working here. That may be true. But right now, we aren't there yet. Plus, this job exists because people need it. Sure, it does. The only reason those kinds of minimum wage jobs exist is so that people like you don't starve to death. Didn't you just hear what I said? People like you are a waste of resources. We should not be wasting precious resources on this planet just to keep people like you alive. You're implying everyone that works minimum wage doesn't deserve anything. Of course they don't. Look at me. I'm working at a big shot company, making way more than someone who works at McDonald's. Those people are doing what they can to get by. I don't see why you should look down on them. I would rather starve to death. Working minimum wage should not be called a job. Sure, if that's how you see things, I can respect that. But don't expect me to be the same and look down on others just for what kind of job they have. The only reason you say that is because you're among those beggars. Got nothing to say about that? Ignoring me again, huh? Ugh, whatever. Still can't find a job, huh?
Nope. Like, bro, I'm telling you, you're the lucky guy that actually has a job in this day and age.
I don't know. Am I really? The work's stressful and I'm being paid peanuts.
There are many guys out there that wouldn't mind even if it is peanuts. Like me. How am I supposed to find a job when employees are asking for 20 years of experience before you become 29?
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am. I'm sure you haven't seen those job postings.
Yeah, I have.
Then you know what I'm talking about. As much as people around me are calling me lazy and stuff, it's just impossible to find a job.
Though, in your case, you really are just being lazy.
Oh, come on.
I've been taking you out for drinks for how long? And I had to pay the bill every time.
I swear I'll pay back once I find a job.
You just said it's impossible to find one.
Man, can life get any worse? I can't even score a chick with money so I can live off of her either.
Yeah, you just proved my point.
Huh? What?
Don't worry about it.
Well, speaking of chicks, how's it going with that girl?
Who?
You mentioned something about that creep at work that's harassing the girl that you like.
Oh, that.
So, how is she?
She didn't seem to be interested in me.
Oh, that's a shame.
Why bring that up? It's been a long while since I mentioned her. I learned to let go of something you can't have.
It just came to me. Like how you mentioned this guy that was annoying and such.
He's still around, unfortunately.
You really don't want to talk to your boss or anyone about it?
No. I might be the one that gets branded as the weirdo if I did that. 'Cause everyone seems to like him for some reason.
Man, the guy must be a hero or something.
I highly doubt that's the case. Anyways, though, gotta get back to work.
Gotcha.
Just what do people see in a guy like you? Like, you scrub the floor all day for a living. But no one seems to be bothered by it.
What is this now?
I'm just saying you really need to learn to read the room. I would think you would leave after all the things that you've been told.
Why would I?
No one came up to me and said that I had to leave.
That's the thing. Why? Has no one noticed you harassing the girls working here?
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything that would be considered harassment.
Oh, please. You're still talking to that girl when she clearly doesn't like it.
That is not true at all.
Oh, save your excuses. Anyone can see that you're just simply bothering her. You do realize that I'm being nice here, though, right? Otherwise, I would have reported you to HR already. I'll be off on vacation soon. Want me to grab you anything?
Could you grab me a chick and bring her back?
Yeah, why not look somewhere local first?
I'm just kidding. But yeah, have fun, I guess. You've been dying to go on a vacation.
Funny how we were both so desperate to find a job. And the moment you settle down, you want to go on vacation.
You know, I could use a vacation too.
Nah. Get your own plane ticket.
Well, it was worth a try.
Guess who's gonna be gone for the next little while? With pay. I bet that's not something that happens to you.
Good for you. You didn't have to inform me about it, though.
Oh, but I just had to. I bet you don't even get paid leaves.
That would imply the company we both work for is a sweatshop. Of course, all the employees get all the benefits.
Jeez. I was hoping to rub it in. But whatever. I'm gonna be in Spain for a while.
Good for you. There are some nice beaches and great food there. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Wait. Don't tell me you've been there.
I don't see why I can't.
Seriously? How the heck do you afford to go overseas when you're living off of minimum wage?
It's not like this is what I've been doing all my life.
Nah, no need to put up a front. Guys who end up doing something like a janitor are the guys that dropped out of high school. There is no way you had something significant to put on your resume. But whatever. Way to be a buzzkill. I'm so glad I won't have to deal with you for the next little while. Maybe I'll be generous and buy you something on the way back. Well, I guess the trip was worth it.
Was it actually?
I suppose. I met this girl that actually spoke English. And we spent a few nights together.
Oh, dang. You actually scored a girl? Nice.
Well, I don't know. It just kind of happened. But I'm not looking to make a family with her or anything.
Opportunity wasted.
She began talking about the stars and some stuff.
The stars?
Yeah, guess she's into astronomy or something. You know I was never good with stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah. She wasn't really meant for me.
Dang. Bro goes halfway around the world only to find a weirdo.
Oh, stop. Still better than running into a red flag here, don't you think?
Oh yeah, true. I was trying to score a chick while you were gone. But yeah, either they're too uptight or a complete red flag.
Hold on. Where did you get the money to buy drinks?
I have other people that take me to the bar.
Since when? How come you didn't introduce me to them?
Did you want me to? I'll get them to come if you want to meet up later.
On second thought, no.
All right.
But I did actually get you something. So come by later.
I thought that you were joking. Oh, thanks, man. I promise I'll become big someday and pay you back for everything.
Guess who's still scrubbing the floors while I was gone? What were you doing earlier, though? Talking to the workers again and slacking off, probably.
I thought we went over this.
Well, no. I still don't see why you're still around. And you want to know something? I thought janitors would at least be fit, since they have to go around and clean.
But you don't seem to be the case. You're just an old man that's out of shape that needs to make a living off of doing manual labor. I would like to think that I'm not terribly out of shape for my age. Yeah, sure. But couldn't you have done something about that beer gut before it formed? Should have hit the gym when you were my age. And don't even think about blaming the portion sizes or anything like that. Because plenty of guys around me are fit. Sure. Don't believe me? The only reason I look like I'm just another guy is because I have to wear this suit at work. But inside, I am made of muscles. So don't think that I'm just all talks here.
Man, isn't life great?
Wasted my time again. What happened?
I thought things were going well with this interview, only to be told the next day that I'm not suitable.
They sure didn't waste their time.
I know. When will I find a job like you did?
It did take me a while.
But seriously though, I can't even get a job at a freaking warehouse or something.
I know that you bring that up quite a bit, but don't resort to those if you can't help it.
But bro, like how am I supposed to get the stuff that I want without money? I already feel like trash having to pay you for drinks. It's getting to the point where I'm willing to take on anything. It's getting really pathetic that I have to ask my parents for rent every month.
Times are tough, that's all. By the way, remember the girl that you managed to hit up the other day? She got back to me.
Wait, she got back to you and not me?
Yep.
Bro, why you gotta do your bro dirty like that?
Not like I have a choice when they're the one contacting me. But yeah, I don't know. Guess she wasn't interested in you.
Dang it.
But yeah, I kind of don't see myself going anywhere with her.
Should have told her to contact me instead.
Yeah, I did kind of. But I'm guessing she didn't text you or anything.
What didn't you like about her? She was smoking hot.
Yeah, but then she started rambling on about her cat.
Just because of that, you rejected her?
Bro, I'm sure you know at this point. I just can't.
Right. That other girl was crazy.
Yeah, and you wonder why some women end up becoming that crazy old cat lady? Good luck finding a man that's actually sane enough to take you in.
Agreed. Though you realize that there are guys down bad enough even to take those in, right?
What?
Yeah, like me.
Bro.
But seriously though, guys who are desperate will go for anything, even if she literally needs to see a psychiatrist on a regular basis.
That's a thing? Geez, guess I'm the weird one.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It goes both ways. But what I want to know is why you're getting everything in life while I don't.
I'm telling you, things will look up.
Right. Just let me know when to claim the lottery prize. Because it might as well be the same chance as winning one.
Clean up on aisle 5. What? No, seriously. Someone made a mess on the 5th floor. I think it's about time you actually did your job. The 5th floor is not where I work. Someone else will get to it. Hello? I'm telling you to do your job since there's a mess. Why are you refusing to do so? It's simply not my job. Yes, but don't you think it's something urgent when someone even texts you about it? Even so, it's not my responsibility to take care of the floor that I'm not assigned to. Jeez, talk about being so stubborn. Let's put it this way. Will you do work outside of what your contract says? Probably not, right? Did you really just make that comparison? That's only for high-level intellectual jobs. Simple floor scrubber like you should be doing what you're told. That didn't really answer my question. But we have a whole system at work here. Much like how you do your daily tasks and report it to your manager, it's the same. I didn't ask for how guys working for minimum wage works. I just don't get why you don't do the things that need immediate attention. What is it then? You can't simply clean up a mess unless you're told to do so? I get that it's bothering you, so I contacted my coworker. She should be there to clean it up in a minute. Jeez, old man. Talk about being lazy. Pushing your job on someone else. I said it's not the floor I need to maintain. Just where do you actually clean up then? How come you have no problem just wandering around the building doing nothing? I was already slightly behind schedule, but I think I might have to pick up the pace if I want to be done on time today. So you'll have to excuse me. Running away from your problems isn't going to do anything. Are you really going to ignore me now? Hello?
At this point, I don't care. Just get me any job. I'm starving.
Calm down. You know your worth.
Yeah, but what's the point? I'm out of money and I'm mooching off of everyone around me.
You'll find that dream job soon.
How soon is this soon? It's already been months since you found a decent job. I'm still a jobless bum.
But you don't want to be some guy flipping burgers all day. You worked so hard for that degree.
What is the point when I'm not paying any bills? In fact, the only good thing it did is put me in debt.
I'm telling you, you'll pay that off once you find a job.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly wouldn't mind working at McDonald's if I can get by.
Stop. You just need someone to cheer you up right now. I'll take you out later so you can tell me what's bothering you.
No, I don't need that. I need some actual advice.
What's gotten into you?
I don't know, man.
Oh, come on. I said I'll take you out. Maybe we can sort this out if we actually meet up.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded like I was lashing out on you.
At least you know how to say sorry.
Will you be coming to the family meeting?
Of course.
Good. It feels like forever since I saw you. Even though we work at the same place.
You're the busy one.
Tell me about it. It's not that I'm not physically tired after all the meetings anymore. It sure feels like someone took a straw into my head and sucked my brain out, though.
You were the best candidate. Plus, I don't think anyone else would have been a good fit for the job.
I really appreciate those words. But I just need a break. Enough about me, though. How's things for you?
Everything's fine.
You're not pushing yourself too hard or anything, right?
Don't worry about that. I know my limits. I was honestly quite surprised when my stamina essentially drained when I was in my mid-30s.
That does happen to men, doesn't it?
And they say it's just downhill from there. That's why I do think I have the perfect job. At least I get my walking done every day.
Do you go out on the weekends for a walk as well?
Yes, I started to go out for walks since I started.
I see. It would have been so much better if you had someone to go on those walks with.
Hey now, I do recall telling you not to bother me about it.
I just don't see why women around your age never found you attractive.
There are plenty of men that's better than me out there.
Don't say that.
Besides, I have you and other family members to carry on the family name.
But I will be changing names if I get married.
You get what I mean.
Anyways, I'm sure we could both use the break.
Yes.
The family meeting will be a nice breath of fresh air. I can't wait to see everyone. I think Monica had a baby, right? Hope she brings him with her.
I would think that she would. The baby's not a complete infant.
Right. It's already been a few months, hasn't it? Time really does fly. At some point, people will start to say that time travels at the speed of light.
Don't be surprised when you get older, because it sure feels like it.
I still can't believe it's been months since I took this position.
It just means that you're doing a good job.
Thanks again. Anyways, looking forward to seeing you soon.
All right, take care until then.
Did you lose weight?
I believe it's been quite a while since I weighed myself.
It's nice that you look great. But hopefully you're not exhausting yourself. Mom was saying how thin you looked.
Really?
Yeah, and went on to say maybe you should reconsider getting married.
That's one thing that won't happen. It's too late for me.
Don't say that. There are plenty of people who get married in their 40s.
No, if I was meant to get married, I would have by now.
I could always look for someone for you.
Let's not do that. Time is something you're already short on. I can't have you waste time on me.
Don't say that. I would never consider it a waste of time.
In any case, I'm simply not interested.
I still think you have it in you to find a woman in your life. No need to give up on it.
But it's simply not something I want.
Well, alright. I know you don't like to talk about this, but it just made me think with all the babies we had at the family meeting, that's all.
Apparently finding a job is something that's just not gonna happen. So I resorted to finding a rich woman that will take me in.
What happened to you only sticking to younger women?
Like, yeah, that's probably ideal. But let's be honest. Those girls are just gold diggers. I need to dig some gold myself here.
True.
So I did find this girl that was willing to take me to Vegas.
Seriously?
Uh-huh. So I'll be gone for a while.
Dang. Hope things go well for you then.
Yeah, she's a bit old, but still rocking the looks. Plus, she's loaded. That's all that really matters. I'll let you know how things go.
All right.
Well, you never know what life throws at you, I guess.
What?
So, this lady got drunk and told me to get myself a ticket back home with her credit card. And I did. I'll be home soon.
Just like that? You got nowhere with her?
Nah, the first few days were nice and all. But she is old, I suppose. Couldn't keep up with me.
I see. But you could have just stuck with her.
Yeah, but you know. Anyways, I'll be on my way soon.
All right. Too bad that it didn't go so well. I thought I was working at a prestigious company. Guess I was wrong.
What's wrong now?
I saw another janitor here that gets on my nerve.
What did they do?
She's an immigrant.
Oh, jeez. See what I mean? Those immigrants taking over our jobs.
I mean, to be fair though, do you really want to work as some janitor? After all that you've been through?
I did say I'm willing to take on anything at this point, didn't I?
Still. But whatever. She doesn't even speak proper English. And I'm not even sure she's doing her job correctly.
Is she hot, though?
Oh, calm down there.
Well, I wouldn't hear you complain if she was hot.
Like, bro, she's like those old Mexican aunts that you see on the soaps. It takes special kind of desperate to find someone like that to be attractive.
You realize there's one guy that's down bad right there.
Stop. But yeah, don't fall for those. You're not worth doing a minimum wage job.
We talked about this already. I am so poor that I need to take on anything that will come by. It's beginning to get a little more than ridiculous.
You need to learn to chill a bit. We had a whole argument the other day because of it.
Well, yeah. I gotta pay the bills somehow.
And I'm telling you, opportunity will come. Just hang in there. So, how's it going with that Mexican girl? Excuse me? Didn't we get new janitors? One of them's Mexican, right? I believe she's from Puerto Rico. Whatever, same thing. So, did you make any moves on her? I bet she's willing to take on a guy like you, since she'll need that green card or whatever. That's not exactly how that works. But besides that, make your move. I'm sure she'll fall for you. Excuse me? I'm trying to help you score a girl here. You're an old man that still lives by yourself, right? You never had a dream job, but at least you can have the girl of your dreams. That is not something you need to be concerned about. Help a girl out here. I'm sure she could really use that green card. In any case, if you're just bothering me because you're bored, I'll stop replying now. I still have more cleaning to do. Sheesh. What do you even do for fun in your life? Life's not all about work. Yes. But it's not something I need to discuss while I'm in the middle of work. Just tell her you like her, and I'm sure you'll score her. Don't forget, it's all about confidence.
You're coming to the party, right?
Of course. It's for all the employees. And I'm sure everyone deserves to have a day where they can take it easy. I'm glad you'll be hosting it this year.
At this point, it's a company tradition, isn't it? I wasn't sure if we need to keep doing it. But I guess we need something to keep the employees' morales high. Especially if it keeps a smile on you.
Hey now. I know how to act at a party. It's not hard to put on a smile for a few hours.
Well, I'll look forward to seeing it.
You talk as if I don't smile around you.
You actually don't, if you haven't noticed.
Really?
The work's not tiring you out or anything, is it?
To the point where I wouldn't even notice that it's showing on my face? I suppose it really is then.
Do you need to take a leave? I'm sure you have it saved up since you always were a workaholic.
I suppose I could use it. Maybe I'll talk to the manager a few days after the party.
All right. I just don't want you collapsing or anything, that's all.
So, how's it going with the girl? At least her English improved a little. She sure knows how to say no when I try to touch her from behind. Excuse me? Did you just admit you sexually harassed someone at work? Learn to read, will you? I said I tried. I'm not you. Besides, I'm not some guy that's so down bad I'm willing to go for a chick that's from Mexico. Right. Enough about me. I'm sure you have a better chance. Still not interested in her? No, and besides, I don't need you to keep making remarks. I'm just simply helping a guy out here. You clearly can't score a chick on your own. Anyways, if you don't have anything important to say, I would like to get back to work. Sure. For the last little while I've been here, all I've seen you do is slack off. Just what exactly do you even do? Going around talking to people? I'll admit things are pretty nice around here. But I bet the actual cleaning gets done when it's not you that's working on it. Because I have seen things that I should really report you for negligence. Oh, are you ignoring me again, huh? You're probably slacking off while pretending to work. Anyways, I'm telling you that Mexican girl is meant for you. Try take her out for dinner or something. Yeah, so glad I work here. We're getting paid to drink soon. Say what now? There's gonna be a party in like a few days, where all the employees will be gathered to enjoy themselves.
Sheesh. I bet not a lot of companies do that these days.
Probably not, right?
I wouldn't know. It's not like any of those places ever hired me.
True.
So, what are you gonna do there?
Guess I'll just hang out or something. We're being paid to be there. It would be a waste of time if I don't go.
Would have been nice if you could bring someone with you.
Bro, tell me you have a plan to stop mooching off me someday.
Easy. Get rich off Bitcoin.
That thing's dead. You're way too late to the bandwagon.
Right.
Pretty sure you have a better chance at the lottery than that thing.
It sure doesn't feel like it. And besides, I can't just sit around doing nothing. So gotta try everything, you know? And who knows? Maybe I'll finally be able to pay you back for everything. Just gotta wait for that one day to come by.
Sure thing, man. Anyways, don't expect me to take you out tomorrow or anything.
All right, fine. Hope you have fun.
Just got back from the cleaners. The suit's looking pretty sharp.
I'm so glad you brought it out. It's been forever since I saw you in it.
When did you ever see me in one?
When Uncle Ben was getting married.
You remember that?
You were quite young back then. Of course. It was a very memorable moment in my life. Besides, you took care of me more than my dad did back then.
Don't say that now. Charles might be hurt by those words if he heard you say that.
But it's true. You were mistaken for my dad when you came along for a field trip.
At the time, I had nothing else better to do, that's all.
Don't say that. I know you care about me. Quite a lot in comparison to other uncles I have.
I'm flattered that you think that way. But don't just dismiss what your parents have done for you.
Of course I'm grateful to them. But honestly, you've been there for me more than they have. Anyways though, sorry if I brought down the mood. Let's have fun at the party. Looking forward to seeing you.
How'd you like that? That should tell you not to come to a place where you don't belong. I can't believe you actually did something like this. This suit wasn't exactly cheap. Psh, you mean it wasn't cheap to rent it? How do you even think a janitor like you could come to this occasion? What are you talking about? It was a party to celebrate the company's anniversary. Every employee was invited. Of course a guy like you would jump at a chance to have some free food. The food was average at most. Nothing special. But I'm sure a guy like you never had anything outside of microwavable junk. I certainly don't know what you have every day, but the food was great. Everything wasn't something that you would see on your table every night. See what I mean? But I guess it's something a peasant would only dream about having. Anyways, I told people around me that I had to leave early, but you had better be ready to pay for the cleaning. What? Why would I? It's your fault for hanging around where you don't belong. Got anything to say about that? Hello? Carl! Oh, please answer me. I can't take a phone call right now. But what do you want? I'm really sorry about yesterday. Please, I'll pay for the cleaning. In fact, I'll even get you a new suit. Just tell me how to make it up to you. What is this now? I didn't even think you were someone capable of saying sorry. I really am. Just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Well, none of this would have happened if you didn't look down on others. In any case, I'll definitely bill you for the cleaning. Of course. Whatever it takes to make this right. But I'm simply doing that because you're the one who ruined it. Not because you're trying to be apologetic. Wait, what do you mean? Something must have happened at the party after I left. Mind filling me in on what's going on? Well, I talked to the CEO after you left. Really? I'm surprised a new recruit like you got to talk to her. And I mentioned how we should completely change our cleaning staff. By that, you mean me, right? Yes. Then she was very angry that I told her that I chucked the champagne on you. I see. So you're only doing this so that you don't lose your job. What? No! That's not true at all. I really do feel bad about what I've done. If you truly were someone that knew how to apologize for their actions, you would never pick on someone in the first place. In any case, whether you lose your job or not is not my problem. No, wait. I really need this job. Oh, please, let me apologize. Hello? I am in such big trouble. I don't know what to do. What's going on? Remember the guy I always talked about, that janitor? Yeah? Turns out he's the CEO's uncle. What? No way. How was I supposed to know this? I thought he was just your average Joe that never found a real job. I wouldn't have treated him like trash if I knew. You should probably beg him to forgive you. You think I haven't tried? He's not even answering my texts now. Oh, I can't lose this job. There is no way that I'm freaking going to a burger place to make a living. Well, go to the office now and do something about it. I need to wait until tomorrow or something, since everyone's still at the party. Here I thought I was just gonna have some fun. What did I ever do to deserve this?
You could have told me something like this was going on.
About what?
For goodness sake, you're my uncle! Of course I would look out for you. Plus, why didn't you talk to HR about this? That's what they're around for?
I simply didn't see the need to do that.
What do you mean?
I really didn't see the need to. He's just a young guy trying to act bigger than he actually is. I really didn't feel like making a big deal out of it.
Please.
Besides, this isn't the first time it happened. Some guys would make remarks whenever I just walked by doing my job.
What? And you didn't tell anyone about it?
Think about it. They're all probably much younger than I am. I know how guys around that age act. I simply never let it get to me, that's all.
You don't have to act like you have tough skin. We have HR for a reason.
I'm not really bothered by it. But what I did not expect was getting splashed on during a party. I just want the guy to pay for my suit, that's all.
Honestly. Anyways, I have the HR working nonstop to see if there were any other harassments going on. You really should have told someone about something like this.
I'm an old guy just trying to get by at this point. You don't need to concern yourself so much.
Let me remind you that being old doesn't mean it's okay for you to be harassed.
We grew up being told that we need to toughen up. So it's really okay.
It's not... Oh, never mind. Well, anyways, just know things will change for the better. I took up more than enough of your time when you're supposed to be off.
Wait, since when?
I told your manager that you will be off for a while since something like this happened. I'm sure any sane person would understand.
I really don't need a break. I can get back to work starting tomorrow.
No. You will take a few days off. I better not run into you.
All right, I suppose.
Plus, I'm making HR do a thorough investigation. You can't be the only one that a guy like him would have harassed around here.
I hope you're happy. I can't believe you didn't say anything. Now I'm out of a job. Yeah, I knew you were simply acting. You're not sorry at all. Who wouldn't act like this? I just lost my job. What else am I supposed to do? You could always do something simple. Say, cleaning an office building. No friggin' way. I am not you. I actually have a degree and have a promising future. There's no way I'll do something like that. I know my worth. Well, you're in trouble because you're out of a job, aren't you? You could even try to get a job at McDonald's or something. Don't make it sound like it's that easy, old man. Things have changed. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a job these days? It took me years before I was able to finally have a job. You just had to come along and ruin everything for me. How was I supposed to know you were the uncle of the CEO at that place? Oh, you mean if you knew you wouldn't have harassed me? Of course not. Who in their right mind would do something like that? If you were in your right mind, you wouldn't harass, period. Whatever. Way to go, old man. You just helped this country grow its unemployment rate instead of helping it to come down. If all the unemployed people were like you, then I certainly won't mind. But the truth is, I'm sure there are more people who deserve a job than you ever will. Learn to fix that terrible personality of yours before complaining. Oh, shut up. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Remember, you're the one who started texting me. Since then, I never heard back from Mark. But for someone with such a high ego, I doubt he would try to get a job that he doesn't see fit for him. I didn't think I would ever hear about the guy ever again. However, recently I heard that he was arrested. Apparently, he got into a fight at a bar with one of his friends. A full-on brawl, not some quarrel. So he's probably gonna face criminal charges and jail time for a long time, I assume. In any case, what happens to a guy like him is none of my business. As for Julie, she's still leading the company to a higher level. Everyone that works here seems to be happy. At least there isn't anyone harassing someone. So Julie was relieved to find HR wasn't slacking on their job or anything. As for me, I'll continue working this job. We recently got new recruits on board. Thankfully, none of them seems to be the type of person that harasses others for their own enjoyment.